Hello everybody, Flik here, and welcome to a Let's Look At of the Elder Scrolls Online. I kind of started in a nice scenic vista to show off how pretty the game looked. Now I'm going to be going over some first impressions of the game, while also letting you decide for yourself whether it's something you're interested in by showing you a little bit of story, a little bit of gameplay. I've just discovered this little settlement here, and according to my radar up the top there's a couple of quests to accept, so you will get to hear some voice acting as well. But the reason I'm getting all this out of the way first is because this is the beta that they invited millions of people to test their mega server system or whatever. And anything good or bad that I'm about to say about this game is based on my time with the beta, so it doesn't necessarily reflect the final product, which is released on April the 4th, so it's just over a month away from the date I'm recording this. And with that, I guess we should get started. I'm fairly certain if I jump from here I will die of falling damage, so I'm going to have to find a way down to the village. By the way, I'm in Morrowind. You probably already guessed that if you're at all familiar with previous Elder Scroll games. This is very much Morrowind. It looks exactly like it. In fact, there's even a bull niche over there. But oh yeah, I can probably show off some of my character first of all. I'm playing as a Dark Elf because for some reason in every Elder Scroll game I always play as a Dark Elf. I don't know why. It's just OCD tradition at this point, even though normally when I play an RPG I'm always very boring and play as humans, because humans are usually the middle of the road guys, so they can be everything. That's just my thinking on it. Anyway, he is the Nightblade archetype. It's kind of the class that you pick when you start. There's also a Templar one, a Sorcerer, a Dragon something or other. They give you some unique skill trees, but everything else is shared. I'll show you in a second. So I'm currently level 10, I only just hit it. I'm dressed like a mage, by the way, because this mage garb on my chest is better than everything else I've found so far, so even though I don't exactly look it, I am a melee based character. I don't have a mount. There's my stats and how I've distributed them. I don't have a title yet. I do have a boon. Someone must be nearby to me because I just heard an NPC talking. Can I have a quick look at my skills? I would say I haven't really been dispersing my skills in a manner which makes sense. I've mostly been kind of throwing them around to try different stuff in each tree. Most of my spending has been in the assassination tree, so I'll show off some of that when I actually get into some combat. I also have access to the shadow tree, which I've not been using much since getting rid of that stealth because it's rubbish. And then siphoning I've dabbled in a little bit. This has saved me more times than I'd care to admit. It's a life drain spell. But you also have weapon skills. These drain your stamina, whereas class skills seem to only drain your magicka. And regardless of the class you pick, regardless of the race you pick, you get all these. So if you want to be a mage that specialises in healing, you can, if you want. So it's nice that they've left that kind of stuff in. I've been focusing on dual wielding daggers. I have been using twin slashes for a while, but now I've switched to flurry because it seems to do better. You can also upgrade armor, so you can specialize in a type of armor. Dark elves are especially good at light armor, I think. We'll get to that. There's also world skills. I haven't really dabbled in these, so I'm not entirely sure what they're for. Then there's also guild ones, so I'm in the fighters guild, so I have access to a unique tree there. I'm in the mages guild, and I haven't done enough to learn anything from there, I'm afraid. I'm getting there. I'll probably get Mage Light too. Yeah. And then Undaunted, which that's group related, so I haven't been able to touch it. Then I also have my racial tree, which, let's see, they get bonus experience for using dual wield. Resist fire, that's stereotypical Dark Elves, and a little bit more spell power and magicka and stamina, so not bad. And then there's also crafting. Because this is a beta and progress will not be taken over to the full game, not bothered dabbling in much crafting. I've done a tiny bit of blacksmithing and that's about it. So yeah, here we go. Now let's find a way down to this town and actually get started. I want to know where that NPC is that I hear whispering on my left. I think it might actually be time to bring up one of the issues with the game, because I'm fairly certain the voice is coming from in that hut down there. There's really bad audio balance in the game. To the point I've got the NPC volume turned up full, because when I was doing part of the main quest, if I was talking to a person in like a conversation window where I get to pick my replies, etc., the volume was fine, but if I was trying to hear what they were saying out in the world like this, I couldn't understand a word they were saying because they were too quiet, and the jarring difference in audio levels was really distracting. Are you enemies? No, you're not enemies, you're nice people. Oh, as nice as Argonians can be, I suppose. Yeah, this is how I get down to here by the looks of things, and this looks to be a rather Argonian focused settlement. So there's, what are they called again? It's not Covenants because they're like the bad guys. There's, oh, I don't want to say the wrong word. It's not alliance. Well, there's 3 groups anyway, and each of the major races is part of one of these 3 groups, and they're all kind of at odds with each other. Pyromancers. Like I just heard someone say, here, right here, more drink over here. And I'm willing to bet if I run into this village down here... Why is there dead people here? Strange. If I go in here, I bet one of these people were the one who said it. Was it you? Because you look drunk, you're stumbling.
Come have a drink with me.
Yeah, you were. See what I mean? The volume levels and audio direction... Is that a Nern root? Oh, that totally is a Nern root. Mine. It even makes the same noise. I've never found one of these yet. It's a regent for alchemy. I'll take it, although my inventory's full, I think. Oh no, that's right. I was trying to find a damn shop to unload some of my inventory. I want to dump something because I want to have Nern root just for the sake of having it. Do I need those? Light armor, level 13. I don't use light armor, but they probably sell for quite a lot. You get rid of destroy that. Those are for enchanting gear, which I don't really need a lot of, and I'll take that, thank you. Now I really do need to find a shop before I move on as well, but we'll also pick up some quests to let you hear some of the voice acting. The voice acting on a whole is pretty good. It's funny at times as well, although I don't like that they advertise things like, oh, we've got John Cleese doing voices for this. Yeah, he voices one guy in the very start of the game. It's very much like Patrick Stewart in Oblivion. It's just he voices one person and then you don't see them again after the start of the game. Right, so you've got a quest for me, Elder Seven Bellies. You don't look like you've got 7 bellies. You've barely got 1. Well, let's see. Here we go. I'll be quiet now while you hear some of the voice acting.
You look brave and wise. What is your name?
Lightning Flik, because Flik was taken even though I got onto the bit about 10 minutes after it started.
That is a good name you have.
No, it isn't.
So, well named. Would you like to help me with a problem?
By the way, there's never really any multiple choice here. It's usually just end the conversation or progress the quest. It's never in depth at all. Sometimes you can get a bit more information, but it's not required. It's mainly just, you know, fluff. Story fluff.
Pashriha, my sister, she is crazy. Not long ago, we repelled a Covenant attack. She chased their leader to the northwest. Would you look for her? If you find her slain, could you drag her corpse back to town?
Do I not get an option to ask why the hell he wants me to drag her corpse back to town? Yeah, I could just, like, carry it, but drag it?
I don't think every sister tests her brother this way, but it has always been so with me and Pashriha.
And now I can ask for some more information.
Our home taught us to survive. Everything in Black Marsh tries to eat us. When something bites us, we bite back harder.
Okay, Killer Croc, I didn't ask for your life story. So, I suppose I want to get one other thing out of the way before I carry on here. I accept this quest over here too, but if you ever wanted a co-op Elder Scrolls game, this isn't for you really, unless you're able to turn off the chat, because do I really want to see someone saying in all caps, shut the fuck up, while I'm trying to listen to story? Because I play the Elder Scrolls games for story. I enjoy RPGs with good story. But do I really want to have the chat in the bottom left complaining about this bug or that bug, or saying this is glitched, or how do I get out of so and so? I don't want to see that, and I know it's kind of like over exemplified because this is a beta with many people in it and the full game isn't necessarily like that, but it's still indicative of the general atmosphere of the game, and that's just kind of like a problem with all MMOs, but it really affects an Elder Scrolls MMO badly in my opinion. Still, let's see what Nojaxia wants.
Welcome. Are you a scholar of the Mages Guild? Wait, don't tell me. I did. I'm going to join the guild in Ebonheart. Their scales will be moist with envy when I show them my concoction. It's a potion that imitates the visions we get when we lick the hist tree. I just need the final reagent.
Yeah, yes, I don't mind getting a little bit high.
Grubgrass, would you? It grows at the base of a waterfall near here. Meanwhile, I'll work on the brew. The river always provides. There's grubgrass under the western waterfall. You'll need to stuff it in a vial and rush it back here. No time to lose on this brew.
Okay, I'm just going to say goodbye because I don't want this whole video to be me talking to NPCs. As much as I like story, I'm aware that not a lot of people do.
Curse it all.
So let's see if I can get into some combat now. Where do I need to go? There's a shrine up there I haven't activated. Way shrines are checkpoints basically, like the ones that are highlighted or ones I've already opened. I can teleport to them for a small fee. Now, when you die, you lose durability, and then unless you have a soul gem in your inventory, you have to teleport to the nearest shrine. It does this automatically, However, amongst the many annoying bugs I've found so far, one is that sometimes it doesn't always teleport you to the nearest shrine. It seems to just pick at random, and that's very annoying. Other very annoying random bugs I've had quests bug out. Are they about to pick a fight? Yeah, those are Covenant Storm Mages. Are you about to kill him? Well, if you're not going to, I'm going to. Let's have a little go at this. Now, the mage is going to be the one I want to kill first. I'm going to drain its HP, going to fire a crossbow, and then teleport into it. And then do a hard attack, and then a flurry. Now I should point out, I'm actually under-leveled for the area I'm in. I'm one level behind these guys, although most of the enemies I've been running into are higher than that. Should have blocked there, that's why he almost killed me. I'll just drain the rest of your HP. That was very, very close. Good job, that HP drain is ridiculously overpowered. It's gotten me through fights against enemies that have been 5 levels higher just because I can constantly move around. Now I do have flaws with the combat system, although for the most part it's typical Elder Scrolls stuff, so it's good. I like it. You can also go into third person if you want. It's actually a bit better for ranged combat, I find, because then you're aware of your surroundings a bit better. Although because you're off to the side, it's not exactly great. I much prefer first person, but that's me. And also I think I headed in the wrong direction. I did, but it kind of comes to the same place, so if I just follow this road round to the left... Ah, there's more enemies. Are you just by yourself? It looks like you are, so same routine again. Steal your health, crossbow your face, teleport to your back. So I'm going to try and trigger... Yeah, see that guy? He's powering up an attack. That's him doing a heavy attack. And what you're supposed to do when they do that is block. You can also stop mages casting super powerful spells if you attack while blocking. And then you also stun. You know... Oh, I forgot to look for a vendor. Oh, it doesn't matter. So that's good in theory, that enemies can do super powered attacks and you sometimes have to evade areas of influence, or sometimes you have to block, and then sometimes you have to like parry to stop mages. This mage might actually do it, so let's see if he does. Oh, you're a lightning mage, I appreciate that. Oh, yeah, he's doing a big AoE. I should have dodged, but I didn't, and instead I just blocked the damage. Now I do have a major complaint about this system. Sometimes when the enemies do their charge up like this is basically me doing the same equivalent of an enemy doing a charge up attack. Also, this appears to be a dead end. Like, watch, I'll do it third person, I charge up a big swipe and then do that. Enemies do that kind of thing as well, and you're supposed to block because then it stuns them. I'm just going to actually leave because it says a dead end, I think. Which is fine. Now, blocking is a fine strategy, but moving out of the way should be a fine strategy as well. Does that work here? No, doesn't. Why? Because enemies still hit you even if they've not made physical contact with you. And it's really annoying. That could be lag based, but I haven't really seen lag, which is actually very impressive and says a lot for the quality of the servers. They've got good servers. I'm just trying to run past these guys I don't particularly want to fight. This might actually show off another complaint I have about the combat system, in that enemies are much faster than you, so you can't really run away practically. Eventually you do get so far away that they'll reset, but it bugs the hell out of me that I am slower than everything I can find. And if it sounds like I'm being a bit overly negative, it's partly disappointment. The game is okay, it's just not great, and I was kind of expecting to be wowed. I mean, not even the visuals are wowing me. Also, oh, that's a gate to Molag Bal's domain. I wonder if I can go over there and help close it. That might be a bit dangerous and not what I was planning on doing. Yellow outlines mean that the enemy is not attack on sight, by the way. See if I can find any other players over here, in fact. Let's have a little nose around here. Oh, there's another settlement over there. I didn't realise there was actually another... Oh yeah, there totally is. Fort Varak. Yeah, so the general plot, is Molag Bal is trying to link Tamriel and his domain using these kind of anchors. As far as I'm aware, I can't just come down here and help stop it. No, I don't think I can. Oh, unless touching that, maybe? Nope, this appears to be dormant. Can't kill it either. Maybe you have to wait for like a Rift-esque event to start. Yeah, so to go back to what I was talking about, my general disappointment at the lack of enthusiasm I'm feeling for the game. I wish I was liking this more than I do, but I just don't. I would much rather have a new Elder Scrolls game that was co-op. Or even a single player one, really. It's very buggy, it's very basic, it's generally just the same as any other MMO. outside of the naming conventions and the fact that you're in first person. To compare it to other MMOs that I've played recently, or in the last couple of years say, I prefer Knights of the Old Republic, or the Old Republic, whatever, the Star Wars MMO. Much preferred that in terms of a story narrative. At least it felt like you had choices in that, and the stories were mildly interesting. In this, I've yet to find a side quest that's massively interesting outside of, say, meeting Sheogorath, and you know, that's basically just the game playing up that people like him so much. And also, if you don't like sci-fi, well, I also played Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn, and I far prefer that to this as well.
Davon's watch would have been overrun.
Alvis Orion, I think I've met you before from memory. Let's see what you have to say.
Damn those Covenant bastards. It seems like they're fighting us at every turn.
Yeah, they are indeed.
Not right now, I'm afraid. The leadership is waiting for something special, though they're staying pretty mum about it.
Vivek's
All I
Andor,
know
so I've been
is that
there.
we're concentrating our force.
I'm going to fast forward this a little bit because I'm worried about having too much talking in this. Now, I got totally distracted from my goal. This is the final main area in this beta build, by the way. I've been to 2 previous that were about maybe that size, so they're pretty small in comparison, but there's a lot to see and do in this area. So if this is only one small area of a greater whole, which indeed it is, it's actually a pretty damn impressive landmass that they've got. In fact, I think that's the island I went to. And also, depending on which of the three whatever they're called, that enclaves, I can't remember the name. Excuse me, I'm still getting over a cold. You get plopped in a different starting area after the tutorial. So let's get back on track, because I do actually want to finish a quest as well, and I'll guess cover a few more points about the game. Yeah, I find it very distracting and annoying having a bunch of other people running around, because apparently there's no instances of dungeons. There's sometimes instances for bosses, but it doesn't appear to be for dungeons. So you can often just kind of run through a dungeon that's been cleared out because the respawn rates are a little bit too slow. And as a result, you become underleveled, such as I am, and XP from getting kills is very, very low. You get most of your XP from doing quests and exploring, which I like. I approve of that. And I also like that the focus isn't entirely on grinding, although I am now at the point where I kind of need to grind because I've ran out of quests of my level. Oh, I found the lady, and she's surrounded by wounded soldiers. You can also just raid stuff in the environment, by the way. I think I can take those. Nope, I thought I had some of them already, so I would have an inventory space. And they've been fighting with Covenant by the looks of things. Okay, well, let's quickly talk to Pishrasha.
These Covenant soldiers are not lions. They are insects. My poor brother. He's a good elder, but he has many responsibilities. He cannot hunt insects like his sister. I will return to him soon.
I'm skip a little bit of the conversation here.
He ran from my blade before it could feed on his flesh. But another danger looms over our town. A monstrous orc and a treacherous storm mage. We slaughtered their troops, but they were too powerful to take down. Mijapa is tracking them to the east. Look for him if you think you can defeat these champions. Kill them. Make the ash safe again.
Oh, pact. Yes, that's what it is. You're in one of 3 packs.
When I catch him, I'll...
Okay, yes. Now, I don't actually think I will be strong enough to do this because I'm underleveled, as I said. But where is this? Oh yeah, I could get grub grass. That's something I could do, I suppose. And then I could run to a town, one of the bigger towns that are found, to show you what it's like having a bunch of other players running around. Sounds like there was explosions in the distance there. That's a bit weird. So there we go, I got a tiny bit of XP there for finding this area. And I'll be taking this grub grass. I think I can take this even though my inventory's full. Yep, because it's a quest item. Oh, hello snake. Can I kill the snake? Yeah, I can. Look, he's an aggro enemy. Yep, Nyx hounds. Did I only need the one route? Yes, I did. Huh. Okay, now which of these icons have I to head back to then? Let's see. Oh, random aside, that Divine Favour quest, I haven't finished it because it's glitched. Like many other quests, if you believe the people talking in the chat. So let's see, where are we? Hunting invaders? No, that's not the one I want. That's the one. So it's basically just all the way over to my left if I follow the path. Which is fair enough. So the other classes I've been trying, I briefly tried Sorcerer so far. Oh, there's more Storm Mages here. Maybe I want to follow on the land. Yeah, Sorcerer, they've handled aggressive mage combat well. Did I aggro something? Oh yeah, I did. Oh. Didn't mean to aggro 3. I can't beat 3 things, I don't think. Ew. Shrunk my blood. Yeah, what's the point of cloaking if I can still see you? You're almost dead. Let's kill you. And I upgraded my flurry, sorry. There we go. That did not go as well as it could have, but still. Okay, he just warped to me while I was trying to teleport to him, but whatever. I could use my ultimate. You're allowed 1 ultimate. Mine is just a big slash that does lots of damage. Rather boring. Some of them are far more impressive looking. Actually, that's something I could also bring up. You're limited in the number of skill slots you can have. I'm using all of them. But I have far more abilities than I have space for. So if I go to my abilities, you can see them down there. You get the 5 quick slots and then you get 1 ultimate slot. You do also at level 15 get a second equipment slot that you can use for either a different weapon or just a different set of equipment for the same weapons you're currently using. But yeah, I've got a lot more than I have room for. I mean, if I just go to dual wield here, as I was saying, I have flurry there. I've also got twin slashes, but if I wanted that, I'd have to get rid of one of these abilities. So you're very limited in what you can use, so it makes it rather pointless that there's so many abilities. That bar should be twice that length. And I think the only reason it's so short is because there's certain abilities that are passive. Hang on, if I go here, for example, see if I can find one. Yeah, there's one. So I get 1% more critical strike chance per ability from this tree that I have on my bar. So it behooves me to have all of them because then that would be a 5%. But because I'm limited, it means I couldn't use anything from any other tree. I don't like that. It's like they're saying, here, have all this customizability, and then they're saying, yeah, well, you can only use 5 at a time though. So what's the point? I just don't get it. There seems to be a lot of weird design choices that I just don't like or don't agree with. But still, we can take these Nern route back to the... No, not Nern route. I have that on the mine now after finding one. What was it? It was something route. Whatever it was, I have them for you in Jaxia.
And you stink.
Thank you.
You have my reagents?
Yes.
I'll mix this and this. There. Now, to test it. Would you take this to my assistant?
Sure.
Oh, no. He's much too afraid of me. He's hiding behind the large mushrooms to the south. We call him Not So Quick. Just tell him.
That was my nickname in PE class.
Tell Not So Quick he shouldn't drink the elixir.
I know, you just said that.
I know.
Let's go see... Oh, it's foggy. Let's go see if Not So Quick will drink this. Give the elixir to Not So Quick. I wonder if that's a deliberate kind of alternative to Nesquik. Oh, there you are. You're hiding behind here. Whoop. Where are you? There you are.
I can't talk. I have to concentrate on not being seen. If I can't see her, she can't see me.
Yeah?
Really? She said that? Then my first reaction is to drink it.
Oh, you fool!
But she knows that's what I'll think, so I shouldn't. But I should do the opposite of that, so... Dry scales. I think I figured her out. Give it to me.
Oh, you're dead.
Ugh, disgusting.
2 steps forward, 2 steps back.
I don't feel so good.
Okay. Well, you're not dead, so I guess that's a plus point. Let's go see what she did to him.
Greetings.
Hop on here.
Quickly! How did it go? Was there a strong color change? Perhaps a strong smell? He'll get better. Here, smell this. Does it smell dangerous? No, of course not. It smells
Smell
great.
this. Does it smell like chloroform?
Turn. You'll want to be out in the open, preferably in the exact center of town.
Am I going to get high?
Remember, you want to drink it in the open. Otherwise, the experience might overwhelm you.
Okay, fine. Let's kind of start wrapping up this video by getting high. We all knew it was going that way.
Do you mind?
Alright, let's go to third person view and drink the elixir.
Help! The cat's after me!
Help, the cats have got me. Okay. That was... Oh, that mammoth talked. A cat was chasing it. Okay. Can I move? Oh, I can move.
Cool, sweet drink.
Can you... Have I to kill the cat? I'll gladly. It's making the noise of a mouse, but whatever. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there's another player, and she has a Clan Fear pet. That's one of the skill trees aggressive mages can go down. You can either kind of go down elemental magic, Daedric magic, or summoning magic. Is that it? I saw a mammoth being chased by a cat. Is that what getting high is like? How boring.
Well, what did you see? Fascinating. That's not what I
Oh, my first
expected.
pauldron.
Perhaps I should pick up an alchemical text or two, purely to augment my own talent, of course. Thank you. Swim swiftly.
This is like the 10th quest where 69 gold has been the reward. Is that on purpose? Is that some kind of childish joke? Oh, my inventory's failed. My inventory's failed. Yeah, my inventory has failed. Let's dump. I don't need sips of... Well, actually, I kind of do. I don't need a mace. I'd rather sell it, but... Ugh, whatever. It's not like it'll carry over. Right, sorry, where were we?
Well,
Yes.
fascinating.
Yes. Okay. Enlightenment needs salt. So does everybody else. So now I'm just glancing down to the chat for the second time in this video. I try and ignore it for the most part. Dude Old is playing Pong, not MMOs, lol. Stuff doesn't just seem given to one in this game. I disagree with that. I found all my green armors just killing basic enemies. How can I go to Cyrodiil? That's something I haven't talked about or done yet, actually, because I only just got level 10. At level 10 you can go to Cyrodiil, which is apparently a giant clusterfuck at present, because it's about 1,000 people trying to PvP with each other in the same small enclosed area. Apparently you press L. Oh, you totally can press L and go there. Well, campaigns have a high score and duration, blah blah blah. Alright, well, yes, I'm in the Ebonheart Pact, and then there's also the Aldemeri Dominion and the Daggerfall Covenant. Bonuses? Yeah, this is very similar to basically any MMO you'd care to mention. Hell, it's even the same as the likes of, like, Ion, or Aeon. Also, if you're looking for a good fantasy MMO experience that doesn't have a monthly fee, but has the same kind of aesthetic as an MMO, in fact it has other players running around, Guild Wars 2 is really, really good, and it does everything that this game is trying to do for better without a subscription fee. So as much as I like Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn and the Old Republic that I mentioned as well, if you're looking for an experience exceptionally similar to this, just without all the Elder Scrolls fluff, I would highly, highly suggest checking out Guild Wars 2 instead. And that's kind of going to wrap up my first impressions here. I don't think I'm going to be getting the game at launch, partly also because they're charging an extortionate amount, no doubt to take advantage of the fact lots of people will play for the first month and then stop. Did my game just crash? Ooh, that went a bit weird there. I will teleport to a nearby big city, the biggest city in fact, just to have a little look around. Plus the teleporting animation is actually quite funky. You have a world map and then you kind of plot out a course and teleport. There we go. With a nice view of Ash Mountain in the background there. So yeah, if you are interested in picking up the Elder Scrolls Online, you can pre-order a digital edition or a boxed edition of this, or I think there's a digital only edition. Oh. Oh right, I actually thought I'd seen all the main quest that was included in this build, but apparently not. I must have unlocked more because I got to level 10. Oh well, I won't bother doing that because I don't want to kind of spoil the main plot. We will just have a little run into the city here and have a look around. As I was saying, you can pre-order the game. It's out on April the 4th, I believe. And if you do pre-order certain editions, you get up to 4 days early access, I think. I'm not 100% sure. My advice is never to go for early access, by the way. Why? Because everybody does. And as a result, the start of the game is ruined for you because you've got a million people running around in your area. I really regret doing that for both Aeon and Old Republic. Because everybody wants early access, so actual access is always quieter. Oh, lots of people running around here. As I was saying, I'm on a North American server because there's only the one server for this beta test. Haven't really noticed lag. Sometimes there's a bit of lag on input delay, like if I'm going into a building, but I always assumed that was actually just it loading rather than lagging. So yeah, really impressive servers. The game looks good, has competent voice acting, Combat is okay, but incredibly limited for how much variety it likes to think or pretend that you have. It's very glitchy. Sound needs a lot of work in terms of balancing.
The guild requests your help.
Well, don't interrupt me while I'm talking, Barra Moorsmith. Is it the Fighters Guild? Because, you know, I could have just walked in the door. I'm right here. Let's listen to
I have
Barra.
an urgent message for you. Guildmaster Sees All Colors would like to see you as soon as possible. She said the journal has revealed...
Well, it's nice to know she's not
something
racist, at least.
whatever that is. She awaits you at the guild hall. You can find her in the hall in Mournhold, comrade. May the Eight protect you.
Are you seriously saying about this thing I'm right next to, or is that a different guild hall? No, it is actually a different guild hall, I think. Well, either way, that gives me something to do off camera. I don't want to spoil too much. I hope that you've at least seen enough of the game to make up your mind for yourself. Feel free to ignore everything I've said, it's just my personal opinion. These Let's Look Ats are for you to make up your own mind, not agree with mine. So, my name has been Flik, this has been the Elder Scrolls Online Beta. Stay tuned for more gaming content. I heard voices again over there and there's absolutely bloody no one there. Yes, this was the Elder Scrolls Online. I probably won't be doing any more coverage of it, sorry if you were expecting more. Anyway, thank you for watching and ta-ta for now.